Welcome to episode 13 of Monday Night Moonwatch. How do you say it?
How did I say what?
The opening?
You're the original plan? Welcome to Monday Night Moonwatch, episode Lucky 13. That was it. That was all I had.
I like that. So 13 was an unlucky number.
No, it depends.
What? Well, I thought it was like unlucky number. I thought it had like a bad omen to it.
No,
now a lot of people are calling it a lucky number 13. So
yeah, but I think depending on where you are, like the meaning has always changed.
Oh well,
and I think here, yeah, if it was unlucky, people said it was lucky to be edgy.
I think so.
And
well, I think that's just like, let's not focus on negatives. Let's just turn things into a positive.
Positive.
Why do things have to be a negative or unlucky? We gave that power to things. Let's take back the power.
Okay, on the positive note, it's Monday. It's Monday night.
See, people don't like Mondays, but
it's Monday night.
Now we love Mondays. Now we love Mondays.
That's right. Welcome to Monday Night Moonwatch. Take a break from the rat race. Mm-hmm. Settle in, have a snack. Popcorn is my favorite snack. We got some creators updates, and we're just gonna ramble on about creative stuff like we usually do. You have an update first? Something to say? Something to share?
No, I think I was just going to ramble on about turning negatives to positives. So
okay, well, let's get to the positive part.
Positive. It's all positive.
The negative first.
Oh, gosh.
The last episode, we were rushing, and we said we're rushing because we got something cool happening afterwards. So now to the positive part. We rushed it because I had to make a Zoom meeting for some like acting part for just like a small.
You had a call to action.
A call to action. No, I was asked to act in a student project, and I've done it before. I've done it a few times. I like doing it a lot, and I don't think you've met these people.
No, I just heard like secondhand from you, but the characters they have you play are pretty cool. I'm not sure if you want to talk about.
It was just homework. I mean, it was homework for them. It was fun for me. No, it was fun for everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm just saying that the characters you've played are really cool.
Yeah,
like
so
the cat one that came. Oh,
strange. You're saying all the student films that.
Yeah, everything you've been part of. Yeah, that you've been asked to be part of.
Shoot, yeah, it's okay.
Yes, it is. Okay.
It's weird talking with you about this because in my head you already know and you're caught up with everything. But I guess it'd be interesting to share. But then I also feel like half the people who watch this are also caught up with everything anyway.
19 subscribers. Let's bump it up to 20.
It's all good. Yeah. So I've been in a bunch of student films. One of the jokes about it is that I'm always wearing trench coats. I don't know if that's just convenient for the people doing it. Like, oh, this guy has a trench coat. Let's just ask him to do this real quick.
I wonder if it's because like you're taller and trench coats just fit you better.
That could be it, but like, so if I wasn't taller, then I wouldn't be asked.
You're not allowed to wear a trench coat. You must be this tall to wear a trench coat. I'm just kidding.
Or else it just drags on the floor. No, I'm always wearing a trench coat. I've been a detective. I've been a detective. I've been like a
spy.
Have I been a spy? Probably.
Yeah.
I've been a noir person and a detective
and a cat.
Well, it's just and a cat.
But the cat didn't have trench coat.
John.
Yep.
John Rossetti, comedy genius. He does Foul Play Presents. That's a really fun YouTube channel. You should look it up. Anyways. He does a lot of editing, and we joke a lot about making a reel, an acting reel. Oh. Like here's so I can show off my range. Kind of? Okay. It's to show off your range and like your
so your
capacities. So we're thinking of just making a reel of like all my student film roles. It's just me in a trench coat, but like with different style, everything else.
That's funny. Like the picture coloring, everything's different.
It'll look like the same short. That's just like switching genres or something.
That's good.
And then at the very end, we'll show me as the cat. Just a quick like.
Okay.
So the cat thing. It was like a Cheshire cat merged with David Bowie, with like 80s glam rock, everything. It was an imaginary friend character, and I had to wear contacts to look like cat eyes.
Were they like yellow?
No, I don't remember. It was like the straight line cat. It was crazy.
How did it feel? Was that your first time putting on contacts?
That was my first time putting on contacts,
was
and I
it?
hated it. So I already like need eye drops because my eyes get super dry and they get tired and irritated pretty easily. And eye drops, I'm sensitive to eye drops too. It has to be like I don't know,
like a certain brand, or
because you know, like some eye drops they say, oh, like we'll also whiten your eyes or we'll also like do whatever anti-itch. But I have reactions to that.
Wow.
So I just need like plain
regular,
plain basic like lubrication just to like gloss it up a bit.
Get some WD-40 in there.
Comfortable. Whoa, that's a reference to something. It's sounding worse the more I try and bury it, but
just keep that in mind. That's all.
Anyways, those contacts. Did I tell you that part?
No.
I couldn't put them in myself. My body would not let me. Even with eye drops, my eyes close.
Yeah.
And I can't.
I can't even. I have never put on contacts either. So.
Oh, okay.
I could imagine.
For me, it's tough. You might.
I don't know. I don't like messing with the eyes, man.
You gotta try. But anyways,
you gotta try this stuff, man.
I needed assistance to do, especially because I was like wearing like all the costume stuff, and there was face paint involved. But anyways, I was like, I remember like this with my head up, and they were helping me, and like someone was holding my eye, and they were like holding the contact, and I just had to like just see a finger, and keep my eye open. I was
Fire in the Sky much. That's the one with the aliens.
The alien movie. Yeah, that's a good movie. No, that was tough. But that was the most outside of my range.
Is that the most of a getup you had to do? Like makeup and I don't know, costume and everything?
Yeah. No, I think contacts is already like crossing the line of
I think so.
Of transforming, I guess. But I mean, not to say like, ooh, I'm a transformative like method actor or
you
anything.
are method. We are all method.
We're all method. There's a madness.
It's not even my real hair color.
What does that have to do with being method?
I don't know. No, because when you're method, you like go above and beyond.
Oh, so you wear this hair color in preparation for the podcast for your whole life. That's method. That's your method.
That's my method.
Being
real is my method.
I like it.
I like how you did that last time. Let's bring it back.
That made me laugh.
You made yourself laugh with that.
Yeah, it made me laugh. Anyways, I don't know. That's my experience with student film. So cool. This recent one, do you know about this recent one? What it was?
No, you have not told me a lot about it at all.
The homework was to recreate a scene. I don't know if they were assigned scenes or if they had to pick from like a selection of scenes. But it was what I helped out with was the opening scene of The Godfather. Oh. So it's
you had to recreate it?
They were not supposed to recreate it. They just had to I think they were being graded on directing. So recreate a scene. I mean, like, but not recreate like shot for shot. Don't recreate the execution of the scene. Okay. Just reimagine the scene.
Got it.
And it was cool. It wasn't meant to be like super wacky or crazy different or anything, but just like different enough to like, show your own like approach.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Like, what's your style? What's your voice?
Yeah. How would you do this scene? How would you direct it? Pretty much. So yeah, people had to choose like, famous popular scenes. I was Bonacera.
Bonacera. Is that how you talk?
I don't know. They told us not to watch the scene.
Really?
Because we were, again, it was supposed to be a reimagining.
Okay.
So we just read the script and showed up.
Dang.
It was just, do you know the scene?
I do not.
It's the beginning of the movie.
Oh man, that tells you that I haven't seen it. Oh no.
Yeah, so Don Corleone, Marlon Brando, he's in his office and he's being visited by someone named Bonacera who's trying to ask the Godfather for a favor.
Oh, so that's a famous scene.
Yeah, and that's when the Godfather's like, oh, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask me for this.
Oh, from Rugrats.
From Rugrats the movie, exactly.
I'm kidding.
That's a good movie too.
That's a good movie. But yeah, they pay homage to that scene.
Yes.
They recreate that scene. Anyway,
yeah, Godfather just decided to like reference Rugrats. And it's great.
So that's cool. So they recreated that scene.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm getting better at acting.
Yeah.
I'm still self-conscious. Actually. I'm still insecure about it. I'm not saying like I'm amazing, but it was a student film.
Yeah.
I like the people who were doing it and I like working with them. So I say, yeah, I'll do it. That's usually how it works with student films. Like if you're cool or if your story's cool, like I'm in.
Oh. So you heard it here, folks.
Just to be
you heard it here first, folks.
But that's gotta slow down though.
What?
Because we got to focus on our stuff.
Oh, that's true. So you heard it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
I mean, I say that, but if someone like comes to me with like an offer I can't refuse.
So you heard it. Okay. So that's cool though, that you're willing to help out like with student films and everything. I feel like we've been helping fun with a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool.
It's been really cool. We're talking with the editor and the director of Sour.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put those links back in the description again. Sour and Lol Roses.
Yes,
check it out if you haven't already. We're just being helpful.
Yeah, just lend a helping hand.
Yep.
Just pay it forward.
Just pay it forward. Help someone be creative. Speaking of which, I was learning DaVinci.
Okay, so my head went straight to the artist.
Oh,
but you're talking about the program,
the software, the editing software for video. It's popular. It's been around for a while already by now, and I wanted to try it.
Okay.
I reached out to someone I met on the set of Sour to say, hey, can you give me a crash course on Zoom? Did I tell you the story?
No.
I'll just keep it short. Anyways, the guy was down. We did the Zoom meeting. Super patient, super cool. DaVinci is awesome, but now I want a new laptop. You know that part.
Yeah.
Because I've learned that my laptop is now outdated. It lasted 4 years.
Okay. Well, I feel like 4 years is not that bad.
I don't think it's bad.
I've had mine for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, I had mine for 10. But I don't do a lot of like editing and stuff like that.
But you do. Wait, do you do like 3D stuff on it though?
Yeah, but man, doing the 3D stuff on it really slowed it down. It messes it up. I need a new laptop.
Dang.
So I
10 years is impressive. I'm saying dang at like
but
how long you've held on to this.
But I feel like for you it was like 4 years of consistent like editing and like just working on programs. Mine was just like I had it for like homework until like a certain point where I wasn't using it anymore because I was out of school, and now I'm just like, okay, let me get back into what is it, the 3D modeling.
Yeah.
And
well, I don't feel like I wore down my laptop really. I just kind of feel like the stuff I'm trying to do with it now is beyond its like capabilities. Like I think it's still a good laptop. Like like if I sold it, like it's got value.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so usable. It's great. Anyways,
so how has DaVinci been going? Pretty good.
DaVinci's awesome. It's blowing my mind. And I'm sure these features exist like on other places too. But yeah, I don't know. But like I'm behind on this stuff, and I'm learning that.
You showed me like a little sneak peek of it.
About like separating the backgrounds from the foregrounds.
That looked crazy because again, like I barely edited that one episode, so I was okay with just like just a straight line kind of editing.
Yeah.
But now you have all these like other crazy things going on with it.
I don't know what all of it is yet.
Dang. But that's cool. Like just learn as we go along.
What he's referring to is it's called depth map. And that was one of the things that
I did not know that word.
The guy was helping me on the Zoom meeting. So you're mapping out the depth in the frame pretty much. Cool. And so it'll like analyze your shot and it'll predict what's background and what's foreground based on whatever. And it's pretty accurate. And the way it'll show it is you can put it in like a grayscale, just kind of silhouette only type thing.
Yeah.
And it'll just create silhouettes for what it thinks is far and near to the camera. And they'll go from like dark to light, light to dark, depending on how you want to like, depending on what you want to manipulate with the next effect.
That's so cool.
It's crazy. Like it feels like your camera suddenly is a 3D.
Do you feel like it's a lot of work that goes into that? Like trying to set that up to separate the background and foreground?
Like computing power?
Or for you, like manpower? Like
no,
it's pretty simple to like get a hold of.
It's literally a slider.
Oh,
like there's like 4 sliders, like the near. I forget, near tolerance or near something.
So would you call yourself a beginner at this?
Yes.
And you're catching on pretty quick?
I think so.
All right, that's cool.
But I'm just gonna keep like discovering.
Yeah. No, that's cool though. So it's not something that like, I guess you see and discourages you.
Well, I don't feel like I'm switching to DaVinci.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna use it for like cleanup and repairs, like video repairs, and like on the image repairs. I don't like the way the timeline was feeling. I'm still going to use Adobe Premiere. Okay. So I'll do like image repairs and stuff and some refining.
I'm sure the more you use it, the more you're going to be like, I could use it for this.
Some more complicated manipulation for sure, though, on DaVinci.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Premiere, I'm still more comfortable with Premiere. I mean, obviously, I've used it for so long, but it just feels straightforward enough. Yeah, I don't know. That's DaVinci and Premiere. We're just talking about creative stuff, like how our goal was from the beginning.
Yeah, I like that. It was a good goal in the beginning.
It was a good goal. Did you watch anything? Are you watching anything?
No, I'm just watching a bunch of shows.
What shows?
Ugly Betty.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually a really cool show.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
You're watching the US version?
The US version of it. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. There's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a nice feel-good show. It has like some kookiness in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have.
What would you compare it to?
I would have been watching it.
What would you compare it to that I've seen?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I feel like you might enjoy the it was called like the transitions from one scene to another.
Okay.
Like they have fun with that.
Yeah.
I just like watching it. It's just like enjoyable. It's goofy. It's nice. It has like really cool moments, like happy moments. I mean.
Okay.
It's
a sitcom, right?
It's a sitcom. Yeah.
It's
a fun show. Okay. It's kind of like.
Would you compare it to Raising Hope?
It's kind of like Raising Hope, New Girl, kind of like in that realm.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, I've seen parts of that. Yeah, I haven't seen it all the way through, but I've seen like good.
Okay, yeah, I'll see like an episode very randomly once in a while.
I like how they did that show.
Honestly, me too.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well,
because I have stuff to say about.
They kind of did it like in a way like how The Office is.
Yeah,
like, you know the show The Office.
Yeah, it is like The Office.
So it's like that, like where there's a camera crew in there, but it's very much like in their own style of it. You know?
Yeah. I'm really impressed by how it's about like police work and people in police work, but without like sacrificing comedy.
Yeah.
Even when they go into like police operations, it's still funny. Have you seen like a few of these episodes?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so good.
Really good. Yeah, Andy Samberg, like, oh man,
Andy Samberg is so entertaining.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, every episode I've seen of it so far, I really like. Terry Crews is on it.
The show is over now though. Like they already completed.
It wrapped.
Yeah, wrapped up.
The guy who plays the chief, he's the chief. He passed away.
Oh, did he?
This year, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was like at the peak of me, like just discovering how much I actually like the show. It's a bummer.
Yeah, I get it.
It was like, oh man, well, at least I got to discover him.
Yeah,
and appreciate the show.
Yeah,
so that's
a good role in there.
Yeah. So when he popped up, like, I was like, oh man, like I knew who he was, but I feel good enough that again I got to appreciate
John Goodenough.
John Goodenough. There was a credit for what movie? Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Yeah.
Man of Steel. Someone was named John Goodenough.
So it was like a running joke that wasn't even his last name. It's just like the director rolled by his like station. He's like, Ronnie, fix this. Debbie, you need to fix the lighting. John, good enough. And then they just keep on moving. I don't know. It was just a joke.
There's a better way to like write it, but it cracks me up.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, there's 2 live action movies that are coming out.
Oh, there's.
They're live action remakes. One is How to Train Your Dragon, and the other is Moana.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Moana.
And they're doing a live action Lilo and Stitch.
That's right.
I feel like when I was younger, I was really hyped for like live action movies.
Yeah.
I feel like now
live action remakes.
Live action remakes, yeah. Or just even live action movies. Like they didn't have to be a remake. Remakes were pretty good though. So they could be. Back then I was like more hyped, but I feel like nowadays I'm just kind of like
do we need it?
Yeah, do we need it? I'm not that into it at the moment,
Yeah, I think I was the same way.
Like I don't know, man. Like Lilo and Stitch I would have been more down when I was younger.
What do you think is the most like pleasantly surprising live action adaptation remake? I have my answer and it's super quick.
What's yours?
Okay, hold on. I like Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. Ooh. Oh shoot, are we running out of memory? I didn't format this memory card.
So this might be another short episode.
This might cut on its own. Anyways, I'm a big fan of Pokemon. Detective Pikachu I thought was awesome.
Oh, okay.
But I'm such a big fan of Pokemon, I wasn't surprised that I liked it so much. Okay. So anyways, what really was like awesome for me was the Scooby-Doo.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Live action. Okay, well when they advertised
it was not a remake. It was not a live action.
It was an adaptation.
Yeah.
Live action adaptation. the ads were coming out, the teasers, the tease images.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was cool. Like one of the most hype moments I've ever been for like a new movie. That and when they first revealed the first still of Iron Man, of the Iron Man armor.
Yeah.
For his movie. Those 2 times like stick to me.
Okay.
When I was like, oh shoot, like I really am looking forward to this.
Yeah, like you guys see like big screen, real people.
But anyway, Scooby-Doo just like blew my mind.
Yeah.
When I watched it live action.
Those are good movies, man. I think we talked about that before, but
probably.
Probably. Dressing like Jonathan Jacobo.
Oh shit. We're gonna go till this SD card just cuts on us.
Yeah.
Why not?
I like when we do that. It's fun.
But yeah, are you excited for sorry, go on?
No, am I excited for which one?
For How to Train Your Dragon?
I don't know. I feel like How to Train Your Dragon and Moana are still like fresh, or still feel somewhat new. That I feel like these remakes, it's like I already know exactly what's going to happen, like beat for beat.
Well, they were showing like side by sides of How to Train Your Dragon, and it's exactly the same stuff.
And that's the thing, like oh wow, you get to see like in this live action but it's only the like the humans that are live action. You know, like the dragons are still like CGI, so it kind of looks like the CGI form of it.
Yeah,
you know.
And I keep forgetting that How to Train Your Dragon is like as popular as it is.
Oh yeah. Well, it started as a book, right? Demand.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So. Again, I don't.
Well, Shrek was a book,
so I didn't know Neverending Story was a book. So I'm kidding. Shrek was a book. Yep.
Was Madagascar a book?
I have no idea. I'm just going to assume everything's a book.
Yeah. You know what was cool? That surprised me was a book.
This podcast is a book.
This podcast is a book. It's an open book.
It's an open book. What was surprising that was? A book?
Have you seen Bad Guys? The Bad Guys?
No. Oh yeah.
I have
not seen it, but I know of it, like with the wolf and spider.
Yes, I thought it was super fun.
Oh,
and I watched it, and I kind of got the vibe that it was based on a children's book, and it is.
Oh,
and I don't know. That was a cool surprise.
That's cool.
But that movie's fun.
I want to watch it.
And it feels like a children's book. Like it's just a cool adventure.
Yeah.
Very surface level like shenanigans going on. That's it.
Nice. All right, well, I gotta watch that. Putting it on the list.
What else did you say? Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
I'm not that excited for Lilo. I'm more excited for How to Train Your Dragon than for Lilo and Stitch.
Wow.
And I think it's because I'm having a hard time imagining Lilo and Stitch. What if it just looks like the live action Ben 10 movies?
Oh man, imagine.
Not as a compliment though. Not as a compliment.
No, I'm like the live action Ben 10 movies were all right.
Yeah, I mean, I accepted it because Ben 10 was cool.
Oh my gosh, Ben 10 was amazing.
Yeah, you were the bigger Ben 10 fan than I was.
Well, I got the Omnitrix, that toy, and then you got one too. Later
I was jealous.
I was jelly of it.
You got a really cool.
I got the deluxe, the Omnitrix deluxe.
I got the deluxe one for Christmas.
And
then I had to save my money out of spite. I saved my money, and I got like a lesser one.
It was cool. They're both cool. They're cool toys. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I was kind of obsessed with that show for a while.
That was a good show. Yeah. We got that video game for PS2.
Oh, yeah,
and it's like arcade style. That's kind of like a brawler or something.
Lilo and Stitch. I do not know if it's going to look like that. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like because the live action is going to be like pretty much beat for beat.
Yeah,
is what it looks like they're aiming for. You know, and it's kind of like kind of something else, maybe. You know,
you think so?
Maybe I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how I feel about live action remakes anymore.
Yeah, Moana. I have not seen the animated Moana.
Oh, the animated one's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
But again, I feel like that one's still like new enough to where the live action. I mean, they're coming out with the Moana Part 2.
The animated Moana and the live action Moana Part 1.
Yeah, so
that's
like
crazy.
It's really close to each other. I feel like it's not needed right now.
I think if Moana came out first as live action, I probably would have been more interested in seeing.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
I guess anything like with the cartoon concept.
Yeah,
if it was made in live action first.
Yeah, you know what a live action that I was super excited for, but got let down.
What?
Mulan.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up.
Like, oh my gosh, dang it, man!
I didn't.
Okay, that's the one animated movie I wish they did beat for beat. Like, oh
actually,
my gosh. It was so good. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay, I
and then
think
the live action came out. I'm like, why did they do this?
Yeah, I think Mulan is my favorite. Maybe second favorite. Disney animation.
I think that's my first favorite.
The first one is Lion King.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Lion King. Then I like Mulan.
I just don't like seeing the animals get hurt, so that's why it bumps it down. I'm like, dang, Mufasa.
Oh,
is
that the memory card?
Is it done? We gotta check it. Test.
Johnny, test.
Test.
Johnny Test.
Johnny Test. Test. Johnny Test.
Johnny
Test. Test. Johnny Test.
Johnny Test.
That was a good show.
That'll go on the Patreon.
I was making crazy faces.
Yeah, like 5 minutes, you said?
Yeah. Ready?
Okay.
Ready to jump in?
So wait, you have to do the ugly Betty transition. What do we do?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back from the ugly Betty transition.
Well,
hopefully, if I can figure out how to do that.
Yeah. So we were talking about Mulan and how it wasn't the best remake.
Yeah, and I like it so much, and I wanted it to be good, and the live action was not good.
Yeah. And I think we're just gonna leave it at that. No negativity.
Want to move on from that one?
Let's move on because again, it could have been so good.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it.
Where did you want to go from there?
Alice in Wonderland. That was a good.
Oh shoot! Wait, which one? There was so many live action
Well,
Alice in Wonderlands.
Yeah, I feel like
you saw the Tim Burton ones.
Yes, I saw the Tim Burton. I thought they were fun.
I haven't seen them.
Okay, I saw the first Tim Burton one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there 3?
No, I think there's only 2.
Only
there's
2?
just Alice in Wonderland and then the Looking Glass one. I didn't see that one, but
so there's only 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to see those.
But see, like with Alice in Wonderland, I feel like everyone does their own reimagining of Wonderland.
Yeah.
You know, but like still sticking to, you know, the main things that are going on.
I can't remember, like, I don't know how else to reference this one, but the one with Whoopi Goldberg playing the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, which one was that?
Is Martin Short the Mad Hatter?
I think so, yeah. That was a cool one. That was fun.
That one sticks to my brain.
Yeah. Okay. Was that the one where Alice was played by Debbie from
what?
Napoleon Dynamite?
That was her?
Yeah, that was her. That was a trippy one.
Oh wow. Yeah, I guess that was her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did that one have a scene where they're like eating the oysters, or
I don't remember that. It was a long time ago.
I don't know. That was crazy. But that you're right. And Alice in Wonderland, they reimagine it their own way. How would you do it?
Alice in Wonderland?
Yep.
You gotta give me time for that.
You know what's a crazy one?
What?
Is Batman's villain, the Mad Hatter.
Oh yeah.
That's a crazy one. You want to explain?
Well, we are getting way off topic.
That's fine.
We already cut the camera.
Well, this is
twice. So
twice.
Once.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah, let's talk about it real quick. I'm down.
What?
Mad Hatter from Batman.
Let's just tangent away.
Okay,
we made it.
We're gonna tangent
before the SD card cut off. So let's just tangent like we do.
Okay,
we don't gotta keep nothing cohesive anymore. We tried. we tried that game.
I think we had a good conversation.
Yeah, no, Mad Hatter from Batman, you know, he kidnaps people who he thinks looks like Alice.
Yep.
And he kills them if they're not Alice enough. Is that it?
I have no idea.
Something like that, but that I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
And it's in the Arkham games.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in
the Arkham games.
That's why I like the Arkham games, because they have so many villains, and just not even villains, just characters in those Arkham games are like really good. They're all spot on.
You know what that game did really well? Everything for sure, but it introduced all those characters without making it confusing.
Yeah, I agree.
Like all the characters that I know, a bunch that I don't know a lot about.
Oh yeah,
and then like maybe like 2 or 3 that I was introduced for the first time.
I think that was my first introduction to Calendar Man.
Oh, in the first game you find Calendar Man's cell.
Yeah, and I was like,
it's just like, why is this here? You don't see the character though, just the cell.
Yeah.
And yeah,
so
it stood out.
Right. Yeah, and it works out. It's really cool.
I think because that game encourages you to pay attention.
I think so, yeah.
Especially with detective mode.
Yeah. No, that game series really hit all the marks of Batman.
I think
stealth, detective, like full on crime fighter, saving the day, hero, man.
That was my favorite Batman experience with the Arkham video games.
Mine as well.
Those are games that I would love to like erase my memory and then like play again for the first time.
While we're on the Batman topic,
yeah,
what's your favorite Batmobile?
I think it's George Clooney.
Really?
Because I had a
toy.
One with,
like the blue lights on it?
Yeah, because I had a toy and then you would roll the toy and sparks would come out of it.
Ooh. No, that's from the Michael Keaton one, believe it or not.
No.
Yeah.
That toy I had?
That toy's from Michael Keaton Batman.
No, it's not.
No?
No. I had a little Hot Wheel of the Michael Keaton Batman.
No, you're right. It's from George Clooney.
Yep.
I thought about it. I think I still have it.
I remember when that toy was like new. I don't remember if I got it new, but when it was new to me, I remember turning off all the lights and just
like scratching up the floor and just oh my god,
just to watch the sparks come out.
It was cool, yeah. So that's your favorite Batmobile?
Yes. What about you?
I would say I think that one too is very like
Really?
Yeah.
I thought
Was
you were
it
gonna...
that one or the Michael Keaton? Oh no, you know what's a good one? The Batfleck one. The Ben Affleck
Actually,
Batman?
that one's cool.
That one's
too.
really cool. Because I think the
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan Batmobile,
Uh-huh.
I think that was too much. Like, it wasn't sleek. It was just like a
Yeah.
big old tank. It's like, that's
Well,
not
not-
really Batman.
Yeah. Now looking back, I'm like okay with it.
Okay.
But I remember at the time thinking like is that Batman?
Uh-huh.
Like would Batman do that?
Yeah, like, I get it. Just trying to ground it. Like, what's more
Yeah.
armored than a tank, you know?
Mhm.
But I think the Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
that one.
Also,
did
I don't
really good.
think there's any reasoning like the Batmobile.
What do you mean?
Like if he wants to get around somewhere quick and fast, a motorcycle makes
Uh-huh.
sense. The Batwing makes sense. But the Batmobile is just so like
merchandise.
yeah. I guess. Well,
No, it's a cool
what
concept.
I'm getting at
like,
is I'm thinking what's that guy's name?
Superman.
No, just Christopher Nolan.
Oh.
I think he was trying to like, he wants to ground
Yeah.
everything. I think his best answer to why the Batmobile
Mhm.
was just make it a big beefy tank in the arsenal.
Yeah,
I
just to have it.
don't know if it was imagined that way anywhere else before the Christopher Nolan movies.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Oh wait, yeah, it was
Where?
in the comics, the Dark Knight Rises comics.
Dark Knight Rises is Christopher Nolan. Oh no, you're talking about Dark Knight Returns, right?
Is it Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah, where he's like
Or
older,
is it
the
all
older
like,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that one's a huge Batmobile.
Yeah, so maybe
Like-
actually there.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen it like beefed up like that, like
Yeah.
big old tank.
But you said the Batfleck Batmobile was cool.
I like that one. That one's really cool. Yeah,
That
I
was
feel like
cool.
it like combines all the Batmobiles into like a really
Yeah.
cool form of it.
Also, with when we saw it like in use,
Uh-huh.
it kind of made sense to me.
Oh, yeah,
like
no,
why
like-
he would want it.
Yeah, you need
Why
to
he would need it.
use it for car chases.
Yeah.
I mean, he was very destructive with it, but he got them.
I think that's all. Yeah, like the Batmobile is just meant to. The Batmobile is just meant to survive.
Yeah.
All of that. Shoot, man. Would you rather have a Batmobile or a motorcycle?
Ooh, whose motorcycle?
Batman's motorcycle.
Oh,
The Batcycle.
probably the Batmobile. I like driving cars.
Can
so.
we talk about our imagined Batman villain, or you want to keep that to yourself?
Ooh, I'll talk about it. I'm down.
Yeah.
DC, if you're listening, here's a cool villain.
Yeah.
So you know how like there's all these villains who like challenge Batman, like his sanity, his intellect. Why not have a villain that challenges him mechanically?
Mm-hmm.
So this villain is just like he has like a top-notch car, like almost equivalent to the Batmobile.
Right.
I don't think there's a villain out there like that. You
And
know?
like that's his whole like
that's his whole
obsession,
thing. Yeah.
is he wants to outdo Batman.
Or no, my original thought was that like he was a NASCAR driver and he was like
okay.
betting on his own races, so he was kicked out of like NASCAR.
Hmm.
So then he joined as like like some mob as like a getaway car driver.
Yeah.
And then he just like saw Batman. He's like, let me beef up my car now.
Yeah.
So he challenges Batman like on a automobile level.
Yeah. That I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like backstory aside, like he wants
Mhm.
to outdo Batman
Yeah.
in terms of
Just
I
that.
don't know, automotive arsenal.
And I think that would be a cool villain.
That'd be great.
Like
Because
oh my
I
God.
imagine he's just always gonna come back with a new thing.
Uh-huh.
Like here's something new. This will do it.
Yeah.
Like last time I lost, but this one's gonna win.
And he just like
And he's
gets
just, like,
crazy with it.
How do I bring out Batman?
Uh-huh.
Like what crazy crime or
And I have like a cool like image in my head of like his introduction.
what's
to-
that? Do you want to share that?
Ooh.
Or
I
do you want to refine it first?
well in my head I could
save
just
it?
like spit off my head cannon, but
Try it.
we could recreate it if you're down.
I'm down.
I'd be down to recreate it.
Yeah.
So okay, well I'll let you decide if you want to bleep this part out.
Okay.
And if you want to just recreate it. But anyway, so Batman just like goes, stops a crime, and then like it's cool. He's like, whatever. Like bad guys nightly. And then he goes in his Batmobile and then he's like and he's like going back home. And then all of a sudden, like, behind him, he notices like just another drift like past him. He sees in the review mirror.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, oh, what was that? Like it's not being detected by his Batmobile. Then like out of nowhere, like it just like spins him out, and he's like, what the? And then like the guy just I don't know, blows some and then drives off. And Batman's like, oh no, time to on and like dealing with the
Yeah, so that was his first time
that's
like
his first It's just like, what?
That's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. Like, out of nowhere.
Also, you possibly gave me a whole bunch of editing to do in that little segment. I mean, we'll see.
Again, we could just recreate it. You could just static the whole thing out too. Now. So if you jump to this spot and he edited, that means you didn't hear a thing about that.
That's right.
But if you didn't hear it, hey, you heard
it. For any reason. Whatever that reason could be.
Yeah. Get imaginative. Because that's why we're here. That's why we have Monday Night Moonwatch. To get creative, get imaginative. Thank you all for joining us on this episode.
Subscribe, comment, share.
Share the video. Actually, yeah. If you like the conversations and you feel like other people might like them, let them know. You know,
look at the links in the description. We plug things like Lol Roses and Sour, their GoFundMes. I've been just putting the campsite.bio link.
It's fine.
It's like, you click on it and it's a whole bunch of buttons and you choose where you want to go. Okay. And hopefully I make those buttons clear enough.
Are they clear enough? Let us know in the comments. Yeah. Interact with us. Like, we ask questions. We like to hear from you guys. You guys are pretty fun. You guys are a cool audience.
So far.
Don't get on our bad side. I'm kidding. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Enjoy the rest of your week. See ya next time.